if anyone's thinking about upper class, check this out. Restoring a Ford. Warning, I am not a professional. If you do not have a sense of humour, you probably won't enjoy this channel. Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting anyone. Welcome back to the channel. Start the day the grown-up way. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Woof, still a mess. Snorting like a pig there. I am going to tidy this absolute pigsty, I swear. I am going to do it. Right, there's been a development with a rack. I'll show you in 2 seconds. So, this is the rack that I put the track rod ends on the other week. And I don't know if you can hear that, but sounds crunchier than me ball of zimmies. Whether or not that's okay or not. But my other rack, I dropped off at my dad's the other week before I went to work, and he straightened out the track rods on his press. And this one, when you move it in and out, like butter, smooth like butter. So might as well pop this one back in the car. I mean, all is not lost with this one. Maybe it's the input shafty bitty there. Maybe that's worn. Let's see if we can find any sort of rebuilds. And it's got decent inner tracks on. These can be removed, but they have to be precision drilled out. There's like a wow, how weird, man. There's like a pin in there. You have to drill them out and then take that off. So all, maybe a job for the future, but all is not lost. There's decent stuff on this. It can be rebuilt, but other than that, is it meant to sound that? It just sounds very notchy and crunchy, where this one is smooth. So let's put the track rod ends off this one onto that one. I'll put my new boots on and we'll get this one back on the car. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us. Just in time for it to start raining. Now, I was going to clean this up before I went back on the car. Like clean the alloy bits and then rub that down and paint that bit, which is covered in grease and oil and stuff, which is probably protecting it. But I would clean the rack, but I haven't got the time. So I'm just going to get the trap rods on, oil the baby up. By the way, it takes a 1/4 pint of oil. Yes, it's oil. Hang on, where's the book? There, the old school book. Before second boot is installed, recharge gear with 0.25 pint of recommended oil. And the recommended oil is the EP90. EP90. And I've got my old school jug here with the pints on, so I'll actually put exactly 1/4 pint in. I didn't even put, how much did I put in? I put, I think it was, well, was I close or a little bit over? Did I put about 200 ml in? Well, a little bit over. Never mind. There we go. That's right, baby. If you got OCD, you'd probably want to put the screw facing the other way as the other one, but I haven't. If it really bothers anyone, seek help. Right, I'd imagine this side come off a lot easier because it's a newer trap rod. Right, here's where we're at. I cannot get that to budge. I've had 2 spanners on it. I tightened the trap rod and back up to it, trying to have the hammer knocking it. I've even then gun, and it's just not budging. So for now, I'm going to heat up the boot in some hot water. See if I can stretch over that nut for now. Get it on there and get it on the car. Because I'm not giving up, and you don't want a 15 to 20 minute video of me just trying to get a bolt off there. Yeah, but definitely some sort of heat source for the garage, like even one of them little plumbers, like handy blowgun things or something.
More tea, father.
I just snapped a screwdriver. Here we go. No, I haven't poked any holes through it. Preferably do it if you're going to do it without some with a pointy end. Like, what am I talking about? Preferably, if you're going to do it without pointy ends. But I was holding them out, but you underestimate your own strength. Right, there's our boot on. There's our boot on. That's boot. Slice this baby off. There's that one off. There's that one off, right. We'll get that nice and tight. We'll have to get that bolt slackened off if I have to make any adjustments to the tracking. So, like I say, I'll have to get some sort of heat source. There we go. 1/4 pint. 4.5 ounces. Is that right? Yeah? 9 ounces in half a pint. Old money's cool as out. Right, it's now the next day, but by the magic of editing, I've got to learn how to speak properly, mate. Editing. You won't know that unless I tell you. I've been sorting out my daily car. Went into limp mode. Happens to the best of it. Happened to me once. Right, so we've got the rack to put it back on the car, and I've also got something to show you. Check this out. I've been sent this by Lee Wallace, who watches the channel. Massive shout out to Lee. Thank you very much. He's refurbed the steering union and put new bushing in it as well. Look at that. Very, very kind of him. Absolutely brilliant. Also sent us some spare bits. The brake shield dust cover thingy bobs. People cry out for them normally. Also, 2 Lockheed calipers. Amazing spare bits. I searched high and low for. Remember when I was searching high and low for one of these? But that's absolutely brilliant. If you want to follow along Lee on Instagram, it's Vox Ford Turbo. I'll put it on the screen there. He's building a very cool Viva. It was Cosworth powered, but now it's going to be Range Rover powered. 2-door Viva that he's been restoring. Absolutely beaut. Also a big shout out to James at work. Oh, give me. Good God. This tub of body filler and some underbody seal. I don't know what he was doing with this much body filler, like. Maybe he was restoring a Ford. Just kidding. No Vauxhall Ford divide here. So thank you very much, James. People get militant about the Vauxhall Ford thing, don't they? Like, I've seen like Ford powered Vauxhalls and Vauxhall powered Fords, and people kicking off about it and stuff like that. What's the matter with you? It's all good. I bet you the people kicking off about it though aren't building anything. I bet you they're sitting at home watching Wheeler Dealers. So, let's get the old union off. Hopefully it comes off easy enough. This one on. What a beaut. And the rack back on as well. Onward. And then I'm going to get some sleep. Then off to work. Should have stuck in at school. Got a job that I enjoyed. Ah well. Self-loathing for tea. Right, let's take this steering joint off. Oh, you bastard. Right, a 1/2 inch nut and bolt that goes through there, and a 1/2 inch nut and bolt that goes through the bottom bit. This bit onto the steering column bit that goes up into the steering wheel, and that bit down to the rack. Let's chuck her on. Look what Mrs. Retro has made me. A toasted brioche bagel, steak and tomato with either garlic or sour cream stuff in it. Oh, upper class snack. Right, that's that bolt through there. I'm going to wait until I drop the car, because it's easier to tighten up from the top. That's in there, it's temporarily nipped up. Now let's put the steering rack bolts through. Just going to temporarily loosely fit the tractor ends here till I drop the car. She is going to get a clean up and a run through. My plan is to put her in here eventually on 4 ramps and clean up all the underneath and seal and paint and everything like that. Just for now though, I want her on the road. I mean, I only get like a few hours every week to tinker around with her. If I was to do that, she'd sit in my garage for years, and if I was to do it from ground up. There's a steering union nipped up. They must be half-inch Whitworth, half-inch Whitworth, because they're a little bit wobbly in the normal half-inch. Woohoo! That's right, so new tractor ends, although I need to sort that nut out because that's stuck. Need to sort that out for the tracking. New gaiters, steering rack full of oil. I've just nipped these up because I've got to get to work. I've just realised the time. I've just nipped them up with a spanner. Reminders on, I've got to nip them up with a socket. So steering rack back on, new tractor ends, new gaiters, and a refurbed steering UJ with brand new bushing in, thanks to Lee Wallace. More mention about the last video as well, that my car seemed to be leaning on the front and back. I didn't realise the front bit, I knew it was leaning on the back, but it appears I've got a clap spring here. Just look at the gap on that one, and look at this one, it's up in the air. Yeah, looking at the back of it, the spring might have collapsed on the back as well. All the coils are there, but it might have collapsed. Seems a lot more compressed than the other side. I'm just doing the bare bones to get this back on the road. Eventually I want to get it looking immaculate underneath. Preserve the top bodywork, just stop it from corroding anymore for now. And that way, if anyone's thinking about doing a rebuild, if they want to get it done quickly, just going for something that's only been off the road like 10 years or less, maybe some in the 80s or 90s that you can still find parts for. Because some of the older stuff, especially when it's been sitting this long, you just don't know what you're going to come across, and it gets pricey when you're spending 10 here, 20 here, 30 here. It all adds up. I don't think there's no such thing as a cheap restoration, no matter what level you're doing it on. I mean, I'm doing a budget one, and it's still costing money. Like, that's if you want to get it done quickly, I'm saying. I mean, if you want to park it up in the garage and like have it there 20 years while you do it, go for it. Go for some in 1930s or something like that. But if you want to get someone on the road done quickly and easier, look for someone where they still do reproduction parts and are popular. But then again, a lot of the popular ones, the reproduction parts are expensive, aren't they? I'll stop talking. That's it for this one. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Behind your frozen eyes, skies are hate and laughter make me feel just one more thing than and even though that I despise the thing you're after, realize you're something more than and it's all